Hey y'all, this is my first YouTube video, and I wanted to use today's video to kind of talk about things that I disliked about myself that I had to learn to accept to start this journey, because this was a long time in the making. I've been having a passion for YouTubing and like recording and things like that since like the age of 15, 16. However, I've always been a little too afraid to do it, and being on camera, that was more than just posting a picture online or a little cute video on my Instagram and stuff like that was way too much for me. And these past 6 months after graduating college, all I could think about was wanting to start my channel, but I couldn't start because I had so much anxiety about all the things that I felt people were going to judge me on, or things that people just didn't like about me that I also didn't like about myself. And I was like, okay, I have to learn to accept these things to actually genuinely start. So also, y'all, I'm gonna be using my notes, so please don't mind me if you see me looking down at this. I'm gonna try not to look down at it too much, but it's here to keep me on track because I do ramble a lot. So the very first thing is I talk too much. So clearly I must talk a lot if I'm on a whole channel just talking. But this one I had to learn to accept a minute ago, because it's still a process for me, because since I could start talking, y'all. Since I could start talking, all I used to hear from people were, you talk a lot, you talk a lot. My family used to be like, you need to be on the news because you talk so much. And teachers used to be like, you never think before you speak, do you? And people would be like, you just talk too damn much. And it used to be a trigger for me, because it was like, no one wants to be told to shut up. No child wants to be told to be quiet. Like, especially when you feel like what you're saying is important. Did I have a lot of unnecessary things that I used to say? Yes, I did. However, feeling like I wasn't being heard was a very hard thing for me growing up, and having to learn that like not everyone wants to hear me speak, not everyone wants to hear the things that I have to say, was very triggering for me. And it kind of showed a lot as I grew older, and especially through like my friendships, like college friendships and things like that, because I have a hard time telling people more than what I think they should know about me. I have a hard time talking to a lot of people. Even though I talk a lot, there's a lot of people that I don't talk a lot around, because it's just like, I don't know if you really want to hear what I really, really, really have to say, or if you just want to hear whatever this is. Like, we can small talk all the time. I'm great at small talk. I'm from the South. We walk past each other. Hey, yeah, how you been? Great, great, great. All right, this was nice. Bye. When in reality, I have so much more to say, but I don't know if you want to hear me say all the things that I have to say. And it was very uncomfortable for me, especially since my idea of while I was being in college was to be quiet, to be mysterious. That didn't really work out well either. When you push down who you are, it comes out in the worst ways. And for me, it came out as either I was talking too much around the wrong people. Like, you ever tell somebody something about you and you're like, I just told you too much, and I don't even feel comfortable with that. Like, and it was like, damn. I word vomit a lot, and it's just like rambling. Or I don't speak at all, and that was just awkward, and just like, yeah, this was great. This was great. It's like, I don't know how to open up to you. I don't feel comfortable. I don't know if you will like how I play, how I speak, the way I'm sometimes very sarcastic, sometimes I speak really fast. It's like so many things. It's like, yeah, and it started from being a child and being told, you just talk too much, and sometimes you just need to shut up. And it's just like, okay, wow. Now, mind you, have I learned that I don't need to talk about every single thing? Yes. Have I learned that there are moments in life where I can just be quiet, everyone doesn't need to know my opinion? Yes, I have learned those things, but I've also learned to put myself around people who do not mind me talking, people who want to have in-depth conversations with me. I put myself around people who yap just as much as I do, because it's just like, this is a conversation, and I want to hear what you have to say as you hear what I have to say, because it doesn't make me feel crazy when I'm just the only person talking. I can't be the only person talking. It makes me feel like, okay, I'm doing too much right now. And so I like to be around people that like to talk just as much as me. I like to be heard. Being shut out is really something that was hard for me. And so being okay with talking got me on the camera, because I'm like, okay, Hawa, you be talking a lot. You talk to the walls, you might as well just talk to the camera and let people hear what you have to say. So now I'm here. Next is, I am very defensive. I am very sensitive. Yeah. I'm one of those people that if I see someone crying, I start crying. If I see movies and people are crying in movies and the show and anything, I start crying. And it's just because a lot of things, I'm just sensitive, it's just like, dang, and I had to learn not to be as sensitive and defensive, and I'm still learning that because I'm still terrified. I don't know what people are not gonna like about me as I post these videos, as I start creating content and showing myself beyond what I show on my regular social media. I don't know who's gonna say what and how they're gonna feel about it, and I'm learning that however someone feels about me has nothing to do with me and only to do with themselves. And so it's just like, okay, don't be as defensive to what they have to say. Don't feel as though that is what you are, because it's not. It doesn't define you. So that's what I'm learning as well. I had to learn to be okay with the fact that I am dramatic, and sometimes I do too much. Sometimes I do take things overboard. A lot of people be like, yeah, you just did a lot, Hawa. Like, you're wrong. Be like, you're dramatic. My family be like, you're so dramatic. You're so dramatic. I'm like, yes, I am. I am so dramatic. Yes, I am. And do I have times where I do a lot? Yes, I do. And now as a 21-year-old, what helps me stay stable is knowing that my feelings are always valid, however my actions are not. That helps me not go overboard, like how they be like, you go overboard. That helps me not do too much, because it's like, okay, I'm mad, but if I really say how I feel right now, am I gonna regret it later? If I really do what I want to do, am I gonna regret it later? Yeah, because I can't take it back. So now I'd be like, okay, cool, I am dramatic, but I'm gonna keep it up here because it's not gonna go too well if I do it with you, man. We're just, but I'm also learning to be okay with the fact that, sometimes I do a lot. I talk with my hands a lot. I am very, what's that one word I'm looking for? Animated? I think that's the word, y'all. And I'm very I'm a very dramatic person. I do things to the max sometimes, and I had to learn to be okay with that. Next is, I am judgmental. Ooh, yeah, this was a hard one. Because I've been told by so many people, like, you're judgmental. And I'm like, dang, really? I don't think I'm judging you. I think it's like, what's that thing? Criticism, and it's very needed. And it's just like, no, sometimes, boo, your opinions are not. Is there hair in my eye, y'all? Oh my God. Sorry. Sometimes, because I can't move them out my face, I'm trying to do a little, but it's not. Anyways, so I had to learn that sometimes my opinions are not needed. Sometimes somebody just wants to talk and they just want to hear me listen. But I also had to go deeper and realize that the reason why I am so judgmental of others is because I am so judgmental of myself. I go so hard on myself, like a coach going hard on the football team, on his team, okay? I go hard on myself for no reason. And it just be like, dang, like, you're about to point out everything that's wrong with you. And I'm like, yes, because in my head, I have to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, no, you don't. You're actually not even perfect. Nowhere close. You're just you. I'm like, that's not gonna work for me. And so because it doesn't work for me, and I have this basically self-hating of myself, I do it to others. I put that onto others, and I project. And I'm like, yeah, like, she just did too much, or I don't like how she's dressed, or oh my God, does she realize she don't look good in that? Or even if it's about a boy or a man, just like, you're so judgmental onto others, and it's like, you have to learn to love yourself first. I had to learn that if I couldn't change it in 5 minutes, I had no reason to be sitting here and hating myself for it. And if I wasn't gonna get up and go change it, because one thing about me, I'm gonna sit down and be like, dang, my stomach is a little big right now. And I won't go to the gym. I won't go. And it's just like, if you're not going to get up and go change it, or if you can't change it in 5 minutes or anything like that, shut up. Shut up. Just stop talking about it. Like, you can't change it, and it's okay. You have to be okay with that. I'm like, yeah, I just have to be okay with what I am, who I am. And the more I become more okay with who I am, the less I judge others, the less I project onto others. Because I have no reason to talk about you when I love myself. I have no reason to talk about the way you style yourself, the way you do your hair, the way you talk around people, your aura, anything like that, because I love everything about myself. And I know that if I love everything about myself, why wouldn't you love everything about yourself? I know you know what you put on this morning. I know you know how you did your hair, or I know you know how you talk and everything like that. So there's no reason for me to go and hate on you because you know what you're doing. It's your life, and if you love it, I have no reason to judge you for it. And the same goes for myself as well. So yeah, had to learn that so that I don't come on here and just start doing too much, like judging myself and judging others. I never want to be that person who was arguing with someone on social media or going tit for tat, anything like that. That's just not me. And so when I stay to myself, stay true to me, you stay to yourself, stay true to you, and we're good. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I'm learning not to be judgmental. I am loud. I have a loud aura. I have a loud voice. I'm just loud. Like, the energy is just it's just loud. And I had to learn to be okay with that. When I was speaking about projecting, there was this girl in college, my sophomore year in college. I am walking to the calf. Mind you, I already don't like this girl, but this day really just put everything in perspective for me. I'm walking to the calf, and like the way my school is set up at Hampton, like when you're walking, there's like a million people already walking in front of you. Like, there's only one calf, so we're all going one way. And so she's walking in front of me, she's on the phone, and she's just like loud, she's just laughing and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's just so loud, like, and all she do is talk, like, shut up, you know what I'm saying? And in my head, all I kept thinking was, you're a hater. You're just mad because you can't be like that. You can't be as loud as you want to be. You can't talk as freely as you want to talk because all you hear is you do too much, or you talk too much, or you're too loud. And the fact that she can do that and still have all her friends and still be loved, you hate her for that. Or I'm not saying hate. Hate's a strong word. You dislike her for that. And I was like, yeah, I do, because it's just like, to me at that time, it wasn't fair. Like I said, my school is very small. We're around the same exact people. We're in the same year and everything like that. So I'm like, it's just not fair how she gets to just be so free and still be loved by so many. I'm not saying I was hated by anyone, but I'm like, I still can't even have that. Like, I can't be as free as she is and be loved. And it's like, no, but you can't. You're just choosing. You're choosing to not be free. You're choosing to not be yourself. You're choosing to put yourself around people who don't like the way that you talk, who don't like your aura, who don't like your energy. And you're choosing to go step outside of yourself to please people who, baby, you just met. Sophomore year was my first year on campus. You just met these people. You don't even know half of these people. Half of people you met on social media and group chats. You don't know these people. And it's just like, yeah, but I wanted to be light when I got to college. I wanted college to be different than high school and middle school. I wanted to stop fighting for my life, okay? Because I was fighting for my life from like elementary school all the way to high school. I wanted to be done fighting for my life. I just wanted to be at peace with being the quiet, mysterious. That didn't work out. I'm not mysterious at all. The quiet, mysterious, pretty girl who just does nothing but is loved by everyone. It's like, it didn't work like that. The people I have in my life, I love. People who love me, I love, and it's genuine, and I am grateful for that. It took a lot to get to that, but sophomore year was hard because it's like, you're hating on someone who is building relationships, genuine relationships, by being herself. you can't build anything genuine if you're not yourself. If you keep stepping outside of yourself, people who are attracted to that is what's going to come to you. And I was meeting people, I'm like, you remind me of folks that I was trying to leave behind. Man, it's just like, this is not gonna work. So yeah, learning to stop projecting onto others and learning to accept the fact that I am loud. I have a loud energy. I have a loud aura. I just sometimes do a lot, and it's okay, because people who don't mind that, people who don't want to change that about me, are okay with that. And those same people will be the ones who are watching this video right now. Those same people will be the ones who will subscribe to my YouTube and want to go on this journey with me. People who don't mind, you know? So be yourself, y'all. Be yourself. Next that I had to learn was to stop being impatient with my life. Y'all, when I say sometimes, I am so impulsive. Like, I just sometimes just do it, okay? And it don't be nothing good I'm doing. I do the most random things. I get impulsive about the most random things, and then other times I'm so strict and don't want to do nothing, don't want to go with the flow. So it'd be real confusing. But this, I wanted to stop and really take my time to lean into it. This is something that's really a passion of mine. Like I said, I've wanted to do YouTubing and things like this since the age of 16. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I didn't want to just get on here and just do anything. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just get on my social medias and just be anything, because really what I use my social medias for, y'all, is just to be there. I post to look at myself. I post on my TikToks. I save them little cute sounds to make a video to it, keep it in my drafts, and look at myself. I post on Instagram to look at myself. I just there is no consistency. There is no nothing. I just go. I just do it. And I was like, okay, I don't want that to be how I start this entire journey. I don't want to just do it. I can't just do it, because again, it's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm someone with anxiety. I'm not put that on me. I'm someone who overthinks a lot. And so I didn't want to just go and do it. I wanted to really think about this and be patient with it. And if I wasn't patient with it, because again, this was a very pounding thought in my head since like May when I graduated. And if I didn't take my time to really learn everything, like I have a notebook for this, y'all. Like I've been writing and working and doing everything so that I could do this the right way, a way that really aligns with who I am and what I want to show the world. So I had to learn to not be impatient. And then another side of that is also learning that it's okay if I don't have 1 million subscribers by tomorrow. Lord, if God would bless me with that, yes, please. But realistically, you know what I'm saying, it's okay to grow. You know what I'm saying? It can't be perfected today. It's not gonna be the best it can be today. And I can't be impatient and just stop because it ain't got the amount of numbers that I wanted to get. Because mind you, y'all, I've been trying to be TikTok famous since like 2020. When I first got on TikTok, it didn't work. Okay, I stopped posting. I'm like, bro, it's just not working. It's just not working. And then last summer, I hit like my first 1,000 views or something like that. I was up. I thought I was up. No, I wasn't up. It was just a rare moment. And and so it's just like, I get very impatient with things like that when I feel as though like, I'm not growing as fast as I need to grow. I'm not doing it's not doing as good as it should be doing. I'm done. It's too much of a challenge for me. I love a good challenge, but if I can't complete the challenge and like feel good about it, things like that, it's too much for me. And so I was like, yeah, this is just, how can I do well? There are people out there with millions of subscribers. There are people out there. That was one person talking about on TikTok how this one girl, she got on TikTok, and next thing you know, the next month, she was up. She was moving out her house and getting this and getting. I'm like, how can I compete with that? I can't compete with that. There are people out there who are just made for this. And I was just like, I can't compete with that. And I had to really sit down with myself and really figure out what it is that I want to do, what it is that makes me stand out in a world full of people who are doing content creation and doing these kind of things. And it's just like, what makes me stand out? And whatever it is, how am I going to continue at it until I get there? Because at the end of the day, I have to be patient. I have to be patient. If this is what I want to do, this is my passion, this is what's really for me, like I said, it is for me, and beyond, I have to be willing to be patient. So, yeah, learning, y'all, learning as we go. Next that I had to learn was trust. I had to trust in myself, y'all. I lack trust in myself. Oh my goodness. And it being the simplest of things too. I don't trust myself to wake up in the morning when I'm supposed to be waking up. I set like 5-6 different alarms because I lack the discipline to go to sleep at night. When I'm supposed to be asleep, I am doing a million other things. And so in the mornings, I don't trust myself to wake up. I don't trust myself to do anything that I say I'm going to do. And it shows in the way I live. And so it's like, I don't even trust myself to have an opinion on something, like for myself, basically. Like I'll go and ask my friends or my family, like, what you think I should do? What you think I should do? Because I lack trust in myself. I'm like, do I really know what I'm doing? Do I really know if this is best for me or not? I don't know. Maybe let me go ask a million other people what their opinions are and see. Mind you, the whole time I'm gonna probably do something completely different than what they told you. But anyways, I asked. And so it's just like, I had to learn to sometimes be okay with just me being the final stop. You know what I'm saying? Me being the last person to give myself an answer and then just going. I don't have to ask a million other people what to do. If I say this is what I want to do, if I say this is what I need to do, this is what needs to happen, what I want to happen, then it's what's going to happen. I don't have to ask anyone else, because if I don't start trusting in myself now, this journey is going to be a long one. Actually, not very long. It's going to be real short. If I don't trust in myself now, if I listen to everybody else's opinions, if I ask a million other people different questions and not listen to myself, I would stop this like next month, because people have so many opinions. People be like, well, if me personally, well, if I have anything to say about it, and it's just like, great, stop saying anything. Matter of fact, not even asking y'all. I'ma just start doing me. I'ma just do me. Trusting myself, because I can't go wrong. I can't go wrong. This like, you literally can't go wrong with yourself. Just me and God, bro. And I can't go wrong with that. Whatever I need is within me, and that's the only thing that has gotten me to this point to be able to do this. So trust in myself. The last two. Sorry, y'all. This is why I need to get in the gym. I try to do a little turn and felt a little crack. Anyways, the next one is, I uphold myself to hard expectations. You see how that contradicts the lacking trust in myself and lacking discipline? Yeah. I will hold myself up to here and don't even got the discipline to meet myself there. So it's just like, what is going on? And everyone who knows me can see in my regular day-to-day life is just a mess. I'm just here. I'm just trying to survive and make it to the next day. Okay? And while actually in my head, I'm going crazy. I'm trying to plan out everything. I'm trying to make going with the flow, make it look perfect. Like, be the best at going with the flow. You can't be best at going with the flow. You're just supposed to go with the flow. How can I be the best at making my life look a mess when it just looks a mess? It just is what it is. And it's just like, to stop holding yourself to be perfect at these things, to do all these things that you don't even have the discipline to do. You don't even trust in yourself to do them. I would be like, oh yeah, I need to do all of this. Like, I need to be the top notch at this. And then once the work starts coming in, I'm like, Yeah, honestly, it's I could do a little something, something, and then leave it at that. Then when that little something, something happens, and it's not how I wanted it to happen, I'm crying, I'm upset, I'm knocking myself down. I'm like, you had one job, Howard. You had one job, and you're so lazy. You're such a procrastinator. You don't do nothing right. This, that, and the third. And I'm just like, yeah, maybe if I didn't put myself up so high when I already know myself, when I already know that I am so lazy, I am a procrastinator, I wouldn't be feeling this way right now. And it's just like, so stop. And to start this YouTubing, to start this whole podcasting thing, I had to just shut my mind off. Like, genuinely, when it came to doing all these expectations of where I should be in the next month, and what this should look like for me, and what I should be talking about, all these different things. Like, I had to shut that off and really say, I need you to dig deep and figure out what it is that will make you happy while doing this. What is it? What is it that will make you feel good about doing this, about getting in front of a camera and just talking about anything? What is it? And genuinely, that's it. Just talking. Just literally talking is what makes me happy. And so I don't hold myself to any expectation. I didn't write a script out. Did I write a few pointers down? Yes, but I didn't write a whole script on how to do this. I just opened up my camera and started recording because that's all I can do. You know, this is something that's genuine for me. It's something that I'm really invested in, and whatever it is, I just want it to come naturally. I don't want to force it. I don't want to do all these extra things. Now, I'm not saying that I don't have any goals written out. I'm not saying that I don't have any things that I want to achieve. I have those things set out for myself, but I'm also realistic with them, and I also know that because it's something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, I don't need to put any heavy weight on myself. I don't need to try to be something that I'm not. I don't have to go the extra mile. I can just go a mile a day, and that's it, because it's gonna get perfected over time, and I keep on going. So yeah. Lastly, overcompensating and overthinking. I had to, it's not something that I had to accept, but it's something that I had to really get over. There's a lot of overs in that sentence. But yeah, I'm someone that can 21 going on 50, y'all. It's not looking good. Anyways, I am someone that sometimes overcompensates a lot. Whenever I am at a loss for something, I overdo. I overplay my part. I just do too much, and then I overthink it. It comes in friendships, jobs, anything that I do. When I am at a loss, when I feel like I'm when I feel like I'm out of my element, I overcompensate. I do more than what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Trying to reach people's standards of what they expect of me. You know what I'm saying? Trying to people please, to put it simply. And so I had to learn that I cannot people please. I cannot overcompensate. I cannot overdo my part when it comes to this, because this is for me. This is genuinely something that I want to do for myself. And so there's no need to try to please people when, by the grace of God, when all this starts going well and everything like that, I won't know half of the people who are watching these things. I won't know anyone. Y'all, I'm hungry. And obviously, I've overstayed my welcome here. I need to go home and eat. So if you heard me growling, sorry. But yes, I won't know half the people that are watching any of these things. So it's like, why would you try to people please when the reason why they're watching you is because you started off as yourself? So it's like, when you start growing, why would you need to do anything extra than what you've already been doing before, because obviously what you've been doing has been working. So that's my mindset going into it now. It's like I don't have to overcompensate for nothing because I'm not lacking in anything. I don't have to try to overplay my part in anyone's lives because I am fulfilled in my own. So I'm not going to try to come and do too much on camera and do anything more than what I already am. And if whoever doesn't like that, they won't be here. Whoever does like that will be here. And so it's just like, be yourself. So yeah, that is the last little thing that I have about all the things that I disliked about myself, or all the things that I was doing that I had to stop doing or learn to navigate as I go on this journey of mine. So 2 things before I leave. I say a lot. This is not, I have to take these out. But so one of them being that there are so many people out there who are saying, just do it. Just start. Just go ahead. Just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it. And no one is realizing that there's people like me out there who having, I don't want to say anxiety because I haven't made a diagnosis of that, but who have anxiety. You know what I'm saying? People who overthink a lot, people who stress situations a lot, people who have insecurities and they can't just come on here and do it. And then there's people out there who would tell you, go be better. If you want to do this, you must change this, that, and the third. You must show up as this, show up as that. And it's like, the more you try to show up as anything that you are not, the less of you become. And the worst versions of you come out when you are anything but yourself. And I never want to be that person who is showing up as anybody else other than Hawa. And so I never want to be that person. And so because of that, I want to tell people to show up as yourself. Yeah, you can just go ahead and just do it. But if you're not someone, if this is not for you, if whatever you're trying to do isn't your passion, if whatever you're trying to do is out of alignment with who you are and the person that you are becoming, then it's never going to work out. And if you keep trying to change things about you, you will never learn what is truly meant for you. If I would have actually sat my little self down and shut up, like people were telling me to do, to shut up, and went quiet for real, I would have never been on YouTube. I would never make a video because I'm quiet. The quiet people don't like to be in front of cameras and things like that. I would have never did that. But because I know that I love to talk, because I know that I love to give advice, that's who I am, that's who I've always been, I am on camera and it works best with me. It aligns with who I am. All the things that I do in my day-to-day life aligns with what I want to do as my career path. So it's like, don't go out of yourself to become something that you're not just because you think everyone else is doing it. The more you step out of yourself, the more you are out of alignment with who you are, and the less it works out. Genuinely, like, it never works out. So, and then the last thing I want to leave y'all with is that I do have more of these coming out. This is a whole podcast playlist for me. Hawa's journey, yeah, you'll see the name and everything like that. But I have my next videos coming up. The next one is having plan Bs for God and the universe, whatever you all believe in, having plan Bs for him, or having plan Bs for God and the universe, and how that never works out. So yeah, that's the next video. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know there was a lot of distraction. There's a lot of things going on, y'all. I'm sorry for that. But we'll get better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, share, and comment any advice that you have, anything that you would like to say, and I will see you all next time.